Hello, everyone. I know, I know, I haven't put out a video in a while. I have been extremely swamped uh, with everything, and I kept wanting to put out another video for you guys, and I just have not found the time until this morning. I woke up and I'm like, you know what? I've got some time, so I wanted to jump on and do this. This probably won't be a very long video. It's kind of more of an update, really, um, uh, about freight broker training and what we will be offering in the near future. And I'll kind of go over a little bit of that with you, and I'll provide updates kind of throughout until all of that is ready to go. Okay. Now, before I get into all of that, uh, I know that there's a lot of animosity, maybe, from some carriers, truck drivers, when it comes to brokers. Okay. Um, Now, this is a little bit of a jab if you're not so smart trucking. Um, Talking about load brokers, um, you have to understand that brokers are in business, right? Maybe someday UNICEF will get into the freight brokerage business, but for now, you have to deal with us. Okay. You're in business. We're in business. The shipper, the receiver's in business. Everybody's in business, right? Everybody's trying to maximize profits. Um, so that being said, let's get into it. Okay. Freight broker training. Now, in the past, on the website, we've got an option up here. A couple of options for freight broker training, and they're not bad. They're not bad, right? There are some very bad freight broker training courses out there, and I've heard the nightmares. I've talked to a few people who have actually taken several freight broker training courses and still incomplete. Like, there were so many gaps. It was like, and they paid an exorbitant amount of money, like $1,800, for freight broker training. And, they did this, 2-3 times, trying out different training courses. And it wasn't until these individuals actually, reached out and spoke to us, and we were kind of able to kind of fill in some of those gaps and get them on the right path, that we were able to kind of help them out, and they started finding some success, right? In fact, I had a lady the other day, what was it, Friday? Yes, Friday morning, reach out to me via email, saw one of the videos, and just said, hey, can you spare a little bit of time to kind of talk to me, and everything. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to spend quite as much time with her as I would have liked, so I kind of went through things really quickly, but my wife had surgery Friday, so I was kind of like limited on time. I had like maybe 10-15 minutes, but just in that 10 or 15 minutes, I was able to kind of help her out, because she'd been at this for like 2 months. She got 3 days of kind of training. They threw a script in front of her and said, go. And they basically, the way they had it set up is she was more or less prospecting to the gatekeeper, right? Rule number one, we don't prospect the gatekeeper. We want to be polite, catch their name, address them by name, etc. But I said, throw that script away. I kind of gave her some examples on how I approach a cold call, and the research that I do, kind of going into it, prior to, I'm not going to call a shipper shipping steel, and say, hey, I've got dry vans in your area, or coils or something. Well, they're not shipping on dry van, right? So I have to know who the prospect is. I want to find out who my point of contact is, and proceed from there, right? And so like I said, just in that 10 or 15 minutes that I was able to spend with her over the phone, she actually had some success. She was able to reach the point of contact, the decision maker, on several of her calls throughout the day, which was a lot further than where she had been, and actually got them to give her their email so she could send over the setup paperwork, right? So, I mean, it's sort of as simple as that. Now, one of the biggest mistakes that she had is she didn't really have a niche picked out, right? I know you guys have always heard, riches are in, or niches are in, or riches are in niches. Sorry, I have not had enough coffee yet today, so bear with me. But yeah, you really kind of want to focus on a niche. And so Devin and I plan on putting together this freight broker training course for you guys. It'll be step by step. It's going to cover everything, the sales process, and this is good for agents too. Right now, obviously, there's going to be parts of this as far as picking a factoring company, filing for your bond, getting your authority and things like that won't really apply. But you're going to be able to kind of pick and choose. You can skip over those parts, right? If you're just going into this as an agent. But you can always go back and watch those if at some point in time you do decide to get your own authority. So kind of exciting. We're really looking forward to doing it. Actually, I'd kind of hoped to spend some time on it this weekend, but there again, my wife having surgery on Friday, I'm kind of, watching over her and kind of keeping the household together and everything. So didn't have a lot of time, but I would imagine, throughout the week, we'll be kind of putting some of that together, and I'll be dropping links in for you guys so that you can check that out. Okay. And it won't be like $1,800 like some of these other courses that I was mentioning before, right? It's going to be, a very reasonable fee, and that. But if you guys need some one-on-one, consultation, you're having trouble finding customers, your sales approach isn't working, things like that. If you need that, by all means, reach out to me. And I will check and see. Devin's on a different time zone than I am. He's 2 hours behind me. So I don't know if he's going to be available today. And I know he's got a couple of sick kids. So, but I will be available today for the most part. If you guys wanted to kind of get a jump start on the week and sort of, pick my brain on things and get some information. You know what? I never flipped this over. I told you I didn't have enough coffee yet today, so I apologize. Good morning, Frank. Good morning, everyone. Yeah, so if you guys are needing, kind of like I said, that one-on-one sort of consultation, we can take out like 30 minutes or something. If you have a team, you guys are just kind of starting out, you've got, your little crew together, I'll be more than happy to do a 1-on-4 or whatever you have. And in fact, the lady that I spoke with on Friday for that short period of time, when she actually emailed me back and kind of told me about her day, right? And it sounded to me like maybe she had passed on some of that information to some of her colleagues and things that were also struggling. And, they too were finding some success in throughout their day. So that's really kind of exciting to hear because, like I said, I'm your guys' biggest cheerleader, or at least I try to be, right? Like I love hearing your guys' success stories and everything. I love sharing information with you guys that I hope you guys are finding useful, right? And kind of providing you with different resources and things, kind of like factoring. So if you guys actually, we're going to take a quick time out for Operify, and I'll be right back. The road to building and operating a successful trucking company can be a frustrating one. Every aspect of it is important. So why would you factor with a company that treats you and your business like a number? Operify is your business partner with back office solutions so you can focus on your next load. Okay. So again, Operify, they're a group partner. So if you're needing factoring, maybe you're not happy with your current factoring company, they're kind of treating you like a number. the submission process for your invoices. They're not helping you out, helping you avoid double brokering and things, because they Operify really, they put a lot into your success, right? Because if you're not successful and you're not making money, they're not making money, and nobody's happy, right? So they don't just sign you up and collect the fee and you do your thing, right? Like, they're invested in your success. So if you guys are interested in talking to Operify, by all means, you can visit thetruckersresource.com, freightbrokerresources.com. You can DM me directly through the Facebook group, and I'll be more than happy to kind of help get that process started for you, and let you speak with somebody who can kind of go over the whole, recourse versus non-recourse, and answer any questions that you might have on that. So, again, I told you guys this is probably going to be kind of a short video. Like I said, I was just really kind of excited to kind of share some of this information with you guys in regards to providing freight broker training here in the near future. Yeah, I'm excited about it. And again, if you guys need any one-on-one today, like I said, I realize it's Sunday and everybody wants to kind of relax. They're probably out doing yard work and things like that, right? You don't want to be cooped up in the office. But also, it's better to be prepared going into the week than waiting till the last minute, right? So, like I said, comment if you're on YouTube watching this. By all means, my email is there on the channel. You can email me at freightmasterresources@gmail.com, and I will reply. We can do, like I said, some one-on-one. We can do a Zoom meeting or just a phone call, whatever works best for you. Okay. So yeah, I guess with all of that kind of being said, that's my update. I will try to put out another video tomorrow. And again, guys, I do apologize for the huge lapse and not putting out a video, but I've been working on a lot of things, kind of helping out some other people and things like that directly. So I apologize for that, but I'll try to get back into these a little bit more regular, and the whole lapse in this kind of happened unexpectedly. Yeah, I hope you guys are having a great weekend. I hope you have a great upcoming week, and week after, and week after that, and week after that. And like I said, let me know about you guys' success. If you're just starting out and you landed your first customer, or you're getting email contacts and you're sending over paperwork. And again, don't forget to do your follow-ups, right? Those are just as important as making those initial prospecting calls, right? So don't forget that. Yeah, hit me up if you guys need any help, and I'll talk to you again soon. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.